Hey, Joe.
Hey, Peter.
I just wanted to come over to your house today to see I found this really cool game, Joe.
What's it called?
Well, I went to a GameStop and they were selling Mega Man X, Joe, and it's fabulous, Joe. I just don't know what to say, Joe.
What
Have you tried
GameStop
this
sells Mega Man X?
Joe, I just went to a GameStop and it had Mega Man
But-
X right by the front door, Joe.
What?
Joe, I'm not kidding you, Joe. Mega
I
Man
can't.
X was sitting in. I opened the door and Mega Man X was on the floor, right in front of the front door, Joe.
Peter, GameStop only sells retro games online on their website.
Joe, I'm not. Joe, how do I get this across your head?
It's impossible. They only sell past the Xbox 360 era.
Joe, can we move past this, alright? Have you ever tried the game at least?
Of course I have. It's a classic. But honestly, Peter, me personally, I prefer the sequels. I think they're much, much better.
Joe, I've seen the sequels on YouTube and they look like garbage, Joe. No other Mega Man game starts with
listen,
Mr. Mega Man on the highway.
You can't just watch it on YouTube and judge it like that.
Joe, have you even played Mega Man X, Joe?
Yes, of course I have. I've 100% at the game, but I've also 100% at all the other Mega Man X games. And quite honestly, I think the first one is the weakest one in the franchise.
Sorry, Joe. I've returned. Joe, your point's invalid, Joe.
Well,
have you
at
even heard
least
the
I
soundtrack?
played the games.
Joe, you're boring me, Joe. You're not convincing me to play it.
No, Peter. How much
Joe,
of Mega
have you
Man?
even heard the
No,
soundtrack?
shut up! How much of Mega Man X have you played? Tell me.
Joe. I beat the whole thing, Joe. Stop
Beat the whole thing?
Joe, I beat the whole game, man.
Have you 100% it?
Joe, what does that even mean, Joe?
100% all the game.
Yeah, Joe, I beat the game.
Well, it's good enough, I suppose, but if you enjoyed the first, you should try the others.
Joe, I saw gameplay. I just really don't think that it meets the standard.
Peter, you have a Super Nintendo, right, Peter?
Yeah, Joe, I put it in there. The game fired up. And then I'm just on the highway. He just comes down like a little laser,
Yeah,
Joe.
It's great, but
And
it's
then
the weakest
it's just
one in the
insane.
Shut up! It's the weakest one in the series, Peter.
Joe, tell me why, Joe.
Because its gameplay is so much more adapted in the sequels. They have something already to base it off of, and they just make it better.
Joe, I really don't think... I think in the sequels, they really downgraded what made the original so good.
I think, especially with, like, X8, the 3D graphics really fit the franchise.
How many X games are there, Joe? Are you telling me it goes all the way up to 8?
Yes, sir, it does.
What? This can't be, Joe.
Well, it is.
Joe. This can't be possible, Joe. No game. There can't be a...
It's a side series to Mega Man, yet there's 8 of them.
But Joe, no other game captivates like when you fight that first boss fight. You know, you just...
Listen.
You feel fearful for your life, then Zero comes out of nowhere and saves you, Joe. It's just amazing.
Yeah, but Zero's in a lot of the games.
But Zero really shows his true character in the first X.
In Mega Man X7, he's great. He's fantastic in Mega Man X7.
But Joe, in the first game, he's a hero, Joe. He saves you.
He saves a lot of people a lot of times.
Joe, are you telling me I should get the sequels?
Yeah, of course.
Joe, where can I find these?
Amazon, eBay.
Joe, I don't trust using my Yahoo account or whatever,
Listen,
my credit card on eBay.
I got them all from this little vintage store near my house in what's the
Joe, we live in Quahog.
Quahog, Rhode Island. It's just down the street, and it's a nice little retro game store. They have a lot of stuff, and I managed to pick up, I already had X1 for a while, but I managed to finally get my hands on 2 through 4, and then I got 5, 6, 7, and 8 somewhere else.
Joe, you're kind of convincing me, but out of which of the X games is your favorite, Joe?
Honestly, I really like X4. I think X4 does a great job. It was on the PlayStation.
The PlayStation?
Yes, sir, it was. The Mega Man X
how many
1
console
through
generations am I gonna need to get to play this series, man?
You're gonna need a Super Nintendo, a PlayStation, and a PS2. Or you can get the Mega Man X Collection, which is on PC, both 1 and 2, which includes all the games.
Joe, I think I might have to get the PC one. Sounds like a
great
better
idea.
deal.
Of course. I own them all physically on the original consoles, but it's perfectly fine if that's how you want to experience the games.
Joe, which X game's your least favorite? And don't tell me the first one.
Peter.
What, Joe?
You're gonna have to stick with me here.
Don't say it.
It's the first one.
Joe,
It's
the second one is obviously worse.
No. The second one just completely does it. What about Maverick Hunter? What happened to that? The first person
I've never heard
one.
of that, Joe. Never
Maverick,
heard of that.
it was a canceled reboot of Mega Man X that was a gritty first-person shooter similar to Metroid Prime.
What does this have to do with X?
It was a reboot of the Mega Man X series. It was canceled.
Joe, I'm gonna go ahead and go home, alright? And go pick up the X collection. Tomorrow I'll come back and tell you which one's my favorite, alright?
Alright then.
And you'll see. You'll see, Joe.